Yayo, 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 yo ho! Set sail for One Piece. It's the name of the treasure on the Netflix. Hey guys, what's up, my fellow Straw Hat Pirates? It's Captain Jimmy back again for some One Piece discussion. On my crew today, my first mate, the one and only Weekend Warrior.
Yo ho ho, I'm the master of the Santoryu. What's up, guys?
And the Usopp to my Luffy, Florian Himsel.
Wow, you singing right there just reminded me that this show is great, but it doesn't have a singing skeleton yet, so that's sad. I guess we'll have to wait.
They do play his song in the background.
Oh my god, spoilers! Oh my god.
Oh no, there's a skeleton? Wow, the big spoiler.
And the which crewmate should we say that Rich is?
Jimbei. I'm the Jimbei.
Yeah, the Jimbei. Yeah,
I mean, I always said Biggs is Jimbei because he has the beard and everything. But I guess if you want to,
fucking damn it,
Biggs doesn't like One Piece though, so you can steal it from him.
Who would I even be?
Did you say the robot guy, you motherfucker?
I mean, he was just kind of like a badass robot, right?
He's the American. Main American of the crew.
I clearly drink a lot of cola all the time, you know.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, there we go. And we just watched the live-action 8-episode Season 1 of Netflix's One Piece. And we're here to tell you... The pirates are coming!
Woo! Guys, can I just say it's kind of fucking based?
The whole thing in general is kind of based?
Yeah, sure is.
Well, let's hear it, Florian.
So Florian, you're a 10 out of 10 pretty clearly?
Yeah, I mean, this is not only the best One Piece experience that you can have, but it's probably...
Now, let's calm the fuck down. Let's calm the fuck down.
You fucker!
Mid-Rich spill.
Let's calm down. Let's not shit on Oda-san.
Oh, yeah,
I almost...
Well,
the best one. Fuck off,
dude! I'm not reading that fucking black and white manga. What are you kidding me?
Oh my god, you suck.
Yeah, fucking deal with it, okay? Yeah, you're gonna have the best time of your life. What fucking reading manga? Okay, cool beans.
Okay.
All right, keep going. What do you like?
Florian hates reading, even when there's pictures.
Well, I specifically don't like the One Piece art style. I mean, I read Berserk, but like if there was a live action Berserk, that would be so fucking good. Oh, like if
this
actually...
mutiny shit? Oh my god, get him off the crew!
Hey, I said he's Usopp, but he's known for telling lies, so I think it fits.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you?
He's always picking up his own experience.
How dare
Florian
you
talking big
the
shit.
Pirates aren't coming. That's
How much did Usopp pay Kaya to kiss him?
Pirate at some point.
Kaya's just Usopp's sugar baby in episode 4.
Yeah.
What? I must have missed that part.
Oh, they were making out, dude.
They made up, bro.
What? But she's the one with the money. Why would he?
Because you're Usopp.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay, well, as a counterpoint to Florian's great opener here, I will say, as much as I enjoyed this, in a lot of ways, it is the third best version of a lot of iconic scenes that I've experienced in several different mediums. But still, being the third best to like the anime version of Arlong Park and a lot of these manga panels, third best isn't that bad when you're in that kind of company. So I'm not quite going to say it's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. There was a lot of cringy elements to it. A lot of designs, in my humble monkey opinion, were so beyond retarded and embarrassing. I'm surprised. Like, am I the only one that thinks Hawkeye Mihawk looks fucking stupid?
What?
I think he looks
he was great.
About as good as you're going to get in live action for this kind of thing.
I don't know. It looks like really phony and like a really bad cosplay.
Okay. But at least to me, that's part of the appeal. Here's my fucking like galaxy brain take on this. One Piece is inherently a lot more goofy than a lot of other things, and it can definitely get dark and can definitely get serious. But like by and large, you are seeing incredibly goofy characters doing pretty goofy things.
But I think Hawkeye Mihawk is an exception where this is supposed to be the in-universe badass guy who everybody's afraid of. So the fact that they make him look fucking stupid, but maybe you guys thought he looked cool. I thought it looked ridiculous.
I mean,
I
if you're gonna take the anime, the manga like design and put that in live action, I think like this is about what you're gonna get. Like,
I mean, how would you change him? I don't see how he could be improved.
I mean, I'm just assuming that's not his real facial hair because it looked very phony to me.
Oh, so it was fake.
Sure.
Yeah, so I guess do better design or like get a guy who can grow it and then shave around it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was his real facial hair, but it was a very like bad design for it, I guess. But
I don't think that's his real facial hair. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I'm guessing no.
I mean, if it's not his real facial hair, then why does it look so stupid? Like, if it's used
that's what I'm saying. They could have done anything. Like, maybe they were too true to the fucking cartoon.
I mean, I think they shaved that into his face for real. I don't know, and that's why it looks stupid. But I mean, he's supposed to look that way, so I don't know. So just the facial hair, everything else was fine, right? I love the voice actor. I mean, the actual actor.
The actor.
Yeah.
With these anime adaptation live action shows, there is a certain amount of you have to play it straight within a live action context, and all of the sets have to look vaguely like they're from anime. People have colored hair, people have like huge weaponry, all of that shit, which when it's entirely played straight, like they kind of tried with that Cowboy Bebop thing, it doesn't really work because Cowboy Bebop is supposed to be like a lived-in, dirty, like noir kind of space world. And this is pretty ridiculous as a matter of course. So when it's played as, I don't know, it's goofy and they're very earnest. They're very sincere about it. It translates really well, at least for me, when it's being done in this show.
You know what I appreciated, guys? Nobody looked in the fucking camera and went, "That just fucking happened."
Yeah, there was no scene.
Expression like when Luffy asked, "Hey, where does the sword go?" He doesn't look in the camera and wow, I didn't think of that, and he just went, "Oh, there, that's where it goes."
Oh yeah, and I was gonna say there's no joke like in that Spider-Man movie where your name's Dr. Octavius, or like just really meta humor about how stupid the source material is. Yeah, like Everett is saying, there's a sincerity here.
Yeah,
they're not shitting on One Piece.
Oh, actually, like I just gotta say, how did you guys feel about that first scene where Luffy is in, and then he's just talking to himself, like just breaking the fourth wall?
He was talking to the bird. Excuse me.
Oh, fuck off! The bird is the
attention to the scene.
He was talking to the bird.
Bro. Oh, please! I see him talking, and
Florian is like using object permanence logic here. Like I didn't see it on screen, so it was not there.
Well, I mean, he's obviously alone in the fucking boat, right? I mean,
there's a bird.
And foreshadowing.
Then the scene cuts away from the bird disappears. How am I supposed to know?
Oh, cool. Yeah, talking to a bird. Wow, that's so much.
That's Luffy. Cool. He was lonely.
Luffy. He called the Wada Ichimonji Wada Ichi Monkey. Like, come on, bro. You can't, like...
This dude literally talks to animals, and I think he can hear them back, and they cut out the great fucking Chow Chow, the little fucking dog who protected his treasure. They cut all that out of the show, Luffy talks to animals, Florian.
Well, actually, I think everyone talks to those carrier pigeons, so I'm actually, I guess, wrong. But I'm just saying, I'm so happy that they didn't go with a Luffy that talks to the camera, because it looked to me like it was going to be in that first scene. But no, it was good.
Luffy's like the only character without any internal thoughts. So to have him talk to the camera would be insane.
Wait, what are you talking about? Luffy is like...
Like something enters his brain and then instantly goes to his mouth. He does not.
No, I mean, like this is literally
anything.
This is like a literal thing. Like Florian, I know you hate reading, but oftentimes the author will write down what a character is thinking without a word bubble, and Luffy doesn't get those. He does not think.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but we're not here to talk about the anime, and this Luffy definitely thinks things. Okay.
I don't know if he thinks things so much as he has a thought and he just blurts it out. It's not like I don't think it's the same thing as you're thinking.
I mean, he may be impulsive, but he definitely has more thoughts than you think.
He lacks a filter as well. Most people wouldn't just tell the waiter, like, yeah, I'll pay you back later when I'm famous.
Yeah, when I'm big and famous, yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's up with that. I feel like that's just him being a pirate, you know? He can't steal, but I mean, he doesn't want to morally steal, but he still.
I mean, they stole that map from Captain Morgan. They didn't really give a fuck about that.
Well, I mean, you gotta steal from the law, right? If you're a pirate.
If Luffy weren't so lovable, he would be a real bastard. Kind of. Because,
well, let's talk about that, E-Rich, because do we like Inaki Ganoi, or whatever the actor's name is, as Luffy?
I do.
Okay, we have 2 yeses. Florian?
Well, I like the way he acts, but he speaks a bit weird. What is his accent supposed to be?
I think
Brazilian?
Luffy's Brazilian. I think the actor is some sort of Hispanic.
He's like Colombian or...
It's very
hold on, I'll
strange.
look it up.
I mean, it's weird that like, the way he says gum
Oh, wait,
gum.
he's Mexican. He's just straight up
Mexican.
It's so weird to me how he says gum gum, but everything else seems pretty good, I guess, about him.
I just think maybe Luffy is one of those characters that cannot translate into live action without making a lot of changes, because he is like the Bugs Bunny trickster, Tartar baby kind of character. He does not give a fuck. And to have
the tartar fruit.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, spoiler alert for Gear 5, but I mean, so I think this kid, I don't know, he's probably a kid. I think he's literally like an 18-year-old, and for some reason they cast Nami as a 28-year-old, which I find horrifying. Good luck when you get to Wano and she has a fucking walker. But I think he did as good
He's
of
10 years old.
Okay, so yeah, I can call him a kid. As good of a job as you can, I think, but a lot of it was a little cringy for me.
Well, he would have to be young, wouldn't he?
You would think that they would all be around 20, but they cast some real geriatric lady for Nami.
Well, they should have just gone with casting one female actress to play all the hot ladies, just so it...
Because they all have the same body type in One Piece anyway.
And the same fucking face.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting actresses with giant boobs in the future.
Yeah.
And speaking of freaky faces, am I the only one who thought there had to be something going on with Klahadore and Kaya? Like, there must be something in the water on that island, because those people's faces freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah, they definitely like lean into like weird faces for like the anime design, kind of.
And I thought it was Klahadore. He's wearing like a facial prosthetic disguise because he's undercover and wanting to pretend that Captain Kuro is dead. But no, that's just how the actor fucking looks.
That's how he looks. Yeah.
That's fucking freaky.
Yeah,
What's wrong with him?
That's really funny.
And then Kaya, maybe like it was from like the Honeycomb commercial or something, because her mouth it seemed a little big for her face.
I mean, I guess that would fit perfectly into this One Piece.
And while we're here, I want to talk about Usopp's romance with Kaya, because in the anime, it's like he's a 17-year-old kid, pretty much. He's standing outside of her window on a tree branch, just telling her fantasy stories to entertain her. Here, they're like sitting across from each other at a table, and they're both clearly like fucking 24. And the story he's telling, it seems so childish and like almost like you would have a mental disability. Like, oh, and I fought the monster on the giant goldfish. Like, yeah, that is kind of straight up dialogue. But hearing this grown man say it to this woman, and she's like laughing at him, yeah, it's like infantilizing and weird.
How old is Usopp in the
He's 17, I believe.
17.
Same age as Luffy.
Okay.
I mean, I thought he was supposed to be insane, right?
I think you could have made, because he's supposed to entertain her with obvious lie stories, you could have just updated them to be a little less retarded and childish. I don't know. Like, you didn't have to stay that true to it when you are casting actual adults doing this.
I think that's a fair point.
Young.
Like, just write like a better lie.
Or, yeah, I mean, you adapted out certain characters for the show. Why not just streamline it for their age? Or maybe they're trying to pass off as 17 years old or younger, which doesn't work.
I really thought he was young, damn.
Usopp looks young. Kaya just hit the wall.
Weekend, we didn't get enough general thoughts from you yet. What do you think about this live action One Piece?
I really don't think I can be objective about it because it's so fucking it's so sincere. Like, I can't believe this is like this. I think it's the same production company as the one that did Cowboy Bebop, and all it takes is just fucking sincerity and the actual input of the guy who made it to be decent, right? I mean, there's so much.
I think the like what it's coming from is important here, because everything you translate to live action just works better when it's inherently more goofy for especially One Piece than most other anime. Like, when you try to do Death Note this way, it's fucking dumb. Like, there's a certain remove you get when you are dealing with things in an animated world, which as soon as you make things live action, it's like, oh, this is kind of stupid.
Rich, I mean, I don't know. I think they screwed up the Death Note movie almost on purpose. I think if you even gave me a budget, I could make a better fucking Death Note movie. I don't think that's a hard concept to adapt, really.
No, but like, if you're going to do a straightforward adaptation, is what I'm talking about.
I mean, I don't think they did. I think they turned Light's character on, like 180 into complete retardation and embarrassment, and it ringed nothing true like the show.
So much of Death Note is like internal. It's in Kira's head as he's like thinking things through it, and like that's just inherently boring in live action. But then when you're doing something in animation,
what about those Sherlock Holmes movies when you like hear him thinking about, thinking? But
he's oftentimes fighting and shit. Like, at least in the newer ones, like he's fucking fighting people and shit.
I think can do a decent adaptation.
Yeah, I think there's a good Death Note out there that can be made.
Has to be made by someone who isn't the fucking guy that made the Death Flicks one. Because fuck that.
Adam Wingard.
Yeah.
I guess it'd be pretty cool if they remade it. Maybe they could keep the main guy alive for longer too.
Yeah, just get like a director who's a fan of it. That's all you need to do. That's why One Piece worked, is because the showrunner, Jesse Owens, or I think that's his name, he's a lifelong One Piece fan. I've seen him do interviews with like all the big One Piece, and not even the big ones. He goes on the small One Piece YouTuber channels all the time for interviews and live streams. So this dude's plugged into the community. He's plugging fucking memes and deep references into the show left and right, stuff that true fans like me and Weekend and not Florian can truly appreciate. I don't know if he did this one on purpose, but there's a meme that Zoro is racist because most of the people he kills are black, like most of his big fights. And like the very first episode, he fights and kills a black guy who does not even exist in the manga. They just made up this like character being black just so that Zoro would cut him in half.
Wow, damn. I was not aware of this.
So I think they're playing into the meme.
Well, he seems to get along with Black Usopp, right? So he's not that racist.
He hasn't. He has no reason to kill him yet. Spoiler alert for Wano when Zoro kills Usopp.
So do we like the other cast members? Like you said that Nami is a little bit too old for this role.
But she's good in the role. At least the performance was good, but
right.
They're going to be fucked in later seasons if it goes that long.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if Luffy and Nami end up together.
Yeah. This guy was in
Zoro. Zoro is apparently Sonny Chiba's kid. Sonny Chiba, a famous Japanese actor. I think he did really good overall. Like, some of the things he has to do, like, it's hard to deliver some of those lines. But overall, he does a great job.
You like that Japanese guy, Weekend?
Fucking good.
Yeah, you fucking brought it.
What about the action, Rich?
I think the action is pretty well shot. Like they all seem pretty spry and able to do the stunts that they need to do for the show. And I think the camera works pretty good. It just really fits with a more kinetic fight anime style for this live action thing. So it comes across really well.
Can I just add to what Erich said? Like in the final fight scene with Luffy and Arlong. The way the transition of the cuts from Luffy jump kicking to Arlong catching him, and him throwing Luffy down. I think the way they shot it in a way that it's seamless, but there are like I think there were 3 cuts or 4 cuts, right. But they shot it like just right. Because if you cut away too quickly, you might as well not have cut because the audience doesn't see what's happening. But they give the moment enough time to breathe so that you could see the movement. You can Luffy jumped from like a higher level, but then they zoom it into him. But the way it's such a good way to have executed that whole thing, and I think they really maximized the budget, considering I think this is one of the most expensive One Piece or Netflix shows. I think
one of the most expensive shows ever made.
Yeah, it's one of the most. I think
how much
it's
was
a fucking. I hope they get a season 2.
I really hope so too.
Yeah, I hope that the actress for Robin is fucking hot.
Oh yeah, that's my number 1 priority is a hot Robin.
Yeah, hot Robin, not the wall.
And Chopper just needs to have better CGI than the 2002 Scooby-Doo movie. That's it.
You know who could they fucking get for Chopper? The kid who was
Jacob Tremblay.
I don't know who that is. The kid who
Tremblay might be too old at this point.
The guy the kid who acted as young Sanji. Apparently, he was in another movie with he has horns. Also.
Oh wait, Sweet Tooth.
You don't want him to just be a voice actor. You actually want him in a costume or something.
Yeah, he's such a good actor. That kid's such a good actor.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Like the only...
I think he's gonna be CGI though. I think it's gonna be a little because you can sell way more toys than if it's like a actual little kid.
But then just make him the voice of of Chopper. I think he could do well with that.
They should just have the anime voice be the voice of Chopper.
That's what they're doing for the Japanese dub on Netflix. They just got all the anime voices.
Speak Japanese. Chopper should speak Japanese, and there should be subtitles.
Oh, like Ling Ling and drawn together?
No, stop.
Guys, you're going to Grootify Chopper?
I don't know what the US dub of Chopper sounds like, so like...
He sounds fine.
It's going to be just like fucking... Moshi Moshi. Yes, Chopper, we know. And then
yeah, I love it when my medical professional doesn't speak my language.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, speaking of the fights, I want to talk about that a little bit. I agree that the fight choreography is, kind of fun and good in the fodder battles, and it's like 3 of them fighting 100 Marines in the yard. But I'm a little disappointed by some of these boss battles, folks. First of all, other than Arlong, it's probably tied with Arlong as being my favorite of the early fights, is against Don Krieg, who is completely removed from this. I really love that fight because Don Krieg is a pirate who is covered from head to toe in armor and weapons. Like, there's machine guns hiding around every nook and cranny of his body, and he's got a cape that is a spiky shield at the same time. And Luffy just fights him with nothing, just wearing his shorts and his shirt, and he's punching through the armor and stuff. It's just such a hardcore, awesome fight where Luffy is not afraid to get injured in horrible ways. He just does not care. And they cut that out. Captain Kuro. I'm gonna play a game real quick. I'm gonna pretend I do not know anything about One Piece, and I want to see if you guys can answer some of my questions.
All right.
Okay, so there's these devil fruits, that's the power system. So Luffy ate one and he got the rubber power. Buggy ate one and he got the chop power. His body parts can float around. Why didn't they say what fruit Captain Kuro ate that he can teleport and move really fast? Which fruit did he eat, Florian?
Well, they definitely didn't say it, right?
Well,
this is the cat fruit.
Yeah. Why can this man do this? There's no fucking explanation. Even in the show, even in the manga, there's no reason why this man can do this.
Wait, do they not say it in the manga either?
He does not have a fruit. That's just what he can do.
I mean, does Luffy's grandpa have a fruit, or does he?
No, but he's one of the strongest people who ever lived in this universe, just with his hockey.
He's built different.
I mean, well, there you go. I guess this guy probably got some hockey too.
Wow, speed hockey.
Just
they're just inventing new kinds.
He's actually not that fast or not teleporting. Everybody's just so scared that he's like able to be unseen as he's like creeping around.
They want to unsee that
like,
face.
Wow. Usopp was like trembling. You know.
Okay, so you mentioned two characters I kind of want to. GARP is like Scottish in this, and I think doesn't he like play a bigger role in this stuff, in this live action than he does in the anime?
In the manga, he pretty much does not show up until after Eni's lobby. So, like, 350 chapters in, he's like in a cover story where he trains up Kobe and Helmeppo, but like that was never adapted. I guess it was kind of adapted in the anime in the Buggy special.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely not as much. Here.
I think it's nice to have a foil for Luffy that like inherently cares about Luffy, and he's kind of like, in a way, shepherding him along in East Blue before he gets to the Grand Line. So I kind of like that change overall, and it's important to know who GARP is going into other stuff. So.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't mind that as an adaptation.
Do you like that they spoiled GARP being Luffy's grandpa about 5 seasons early?
I really don't care. I think it's fine.
I thought that was a pretty epic reveal when it happened, but I guess they were impatient.
Well, it wouldn't. Is he in the anime as much as this? Or?
Not at all. He's probably has more dialogue.
Surprise you, Florian. Florian, I'm going to surprise you because the manga has what Oda does is sometimes he has side stories as covers to the manga. So if you read the manga, you would know that there's this admiral with a dog hat that shows up early where Aksan Morgan tries to attack him. Wow. Early on in the manga, but we don't show his face, and
they give him the dog hat. In the live action, they gave him the dog hat.
They gave Nizumi the mouse hat also.
Like, that's the kind of shit I'm glad they like don't lean away from that. He's just randomly wearing a dog hat.
Can we talk about the? I have a nitpick with the Mihawk fight.
Okay.
You thought his facial hair looked stupid?
No, the actual fight, because I read that chapter earlier today, and it's like, so Zoro gets his ass kicked, and Mihawk is like mid-swing, and then during that time, Zoro turns around to get slashed. And here, it's just like, Zoro's just waiting, and then Mihawk does the compliment thing, and he slices him anyway. And here, it's like, Mihawk's just standing around, he's not swinging his sword, and just Zoro just turns around. It's like, it's like a weird little nitpick. Because it's like mid-swing, he's gonna kill Zoro. That was his idea. But now it's like, oh, Zoro's just presenting himself to get slashed when Mihawk is like, couldn't give a fuck. I don't know. It's just a weird change. I think it would have been better if it was mid-swing, like in the OG. That's something I like.
Okay, I can understand being like you like how that battle plays out before.
Yeah.
I do want to give special compensation to the Buggy actor who does such a fucking good job, and that's another just ridiculous concept that I think does actually play really well on screen, and that actor is just giving his all to this performance.
Yeah, so. I think that episode 2 with Buggy is one of the few times I thought they actually improved upon the storytelling in the source material. Because originally the Buggy arc, they don't spend very much time with Buggy. It's like just hanging out in this town and talking to Nami about what you think treasure is. But here, I like the idea of Buggy has kidnapped all the citizens of this town, and they have to watch his terrible circus. And like that is so much more fun. And yeah, they give, I think his name's Jeff Ward or something, this Buggy actor. They give him a lot of good material to work with, and he fucking nails it. And they even give us extra Buggy throughout the entire season that we didn't get originally. So they knew that they had gold and they wanted to use it.
Yep. Jeff Ward was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. playing a kind of minor character that's part of the main crew. And he's just fucking great here. Like, I think he was kind of a little bit annoying in that other show. But here, he's just really giving it his all. And I hope I hope they can kind of like weave Buggy in throughout the story just so we can get more of him.
Well, so canonically, the next time we should really see any of Buggy is, in a major arc would be Impel Down, which they're not going to make it to that in this show. So, if they have Buggy fucking walking around the Alabastan desert with the crew, I'd be kind of pissed. Like that's a little too forced for me.
But don't they have kind of parallel arcs, Buggy and Luffy?
Buggy shows up very sparingly during the next 100 chapters.
But like, isn't he pretty powerful eventually?
He gets a high status every couple, hundreds of chapters. Like he'll improve his ranking in the world, but he's not actually like a strong guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he should be in the Alabasta arc if they do that next.
So how much have they cut, and how much have they progressed in just this first season? Because it does feel a lot faster, right, than originally.
Yeah, this covered about 96 chapters.
Yeah, I would say 90. Yeah,
because they only left off the Logtown arc, so just like the last 4 in the first 100.
So how many are there? 1,000 or more?
They're about to hit 1,100.
I don't know. I think they're definitely gonna like start cutting a lot of stuff. If I had to guess.
Oh, there's no way this makes it even to the time skip, Rich. Come on, we'll be lucky to get season 2.
No way. This is gonna be.
They're definitely gonna do season 2 because I think this is pretty popular so far. But I'm saying like they'll probably get 4 or 5 total seasons and then wrap it up. If I had to guess.
Damn, that would be a shame. They really should finish this, get all the way.
The manga isn't even done yet, though. Like, they have no stopping
It'll
point.
be done within 5 years, so I think they'll make it.
Perfect. Yeah, they go.
Tom Holland seems like he started of Spider-Man, and how many movies has he made? And these guys are gonna film 1,000 episodes of One Piece? No.
Yeah, Nami better put on some moisturizing cream or something.
No, they don't have to make 100, right?
100 seasons?
Well, no, it's
100 episodes. He's saying.
Yeah, don't you think that 10 seasons would cover most of what's already out?
Probably, yeah. I've seen some people say how they could do pre-time skip in just 5 seasons, and it made kind of sense to me.
Yeah, they could definitely do it, and they definitely should. But
I think the problem is with that would probably be in 10 years they could do 5 seasons.
Yeah.
So everybody's gonna start to get older.
No, they gotta make one each year.
I guess if Bran from Game of Thrones could become like a grown man who's still being carried around by Hodor, then we can just live with it.
Or they'll change Nami every 3 seasons.
Oh, that'd be an actress with bigger tits every time. That'd be good. That'd match the manga at least. Guys, I want to talk about Captain Morgan.
All right.
Okay.
Do you guys know the deep lore behind Captain Morgan and why he has such a large ego and he has all these statues built of himself?
No, I don't.
Well, they say it in the show. It's because he's so proud that he caught and killed Captain Kuro of the 1,000 Plans. But as we find out in episode 3, Captain Kuro is actually undercover as a butler named Clawhador. And they left out of this live-action anime Captain Kuro's first mate, a man named Django, who is a hypnotist. And the story goes, they hypnotized Captain Morgan into thinking that he had killed and captured Captain Kuro and said, "Oh yeah, you're the greatest." So they hypnotized him into having this huge ego. And in this, it's just a guy with a big ego. I liked it better with the little plot twist, but there's no Django in this.
They should have gotten a Michael Jackson impersonator to play Django.
Definitely. I thought it was a big missed opportunity. You adapt Sham and Butchie and not Django? Excuse me? At least they made Sham a sexy little lesbian lady. You didn't have to see his little skinny cat boy.
Wow. Yeah, I don't remember most of these things that we talk about. I just seen this,
And Django, I believe, canonically, at one point he hypnotizes Luffy to become much stronger, and then Luffy, while hypnotized, like grabs the mast of the Black Cat pirate ship and smashes it on them all.
Damn.
But I think Django's hypnosis just like lasts forever, because like Luffy was then strong enough to punch through Don Krieg's armor in the next arc. So I think that's like one of his canon power-ups.
Damn. So he can make anybody more powerful then.
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
maybe
Captain Morgan's been, insane for years now.
Poor guy. He could have been great. Damn.
Monkey, how do you think the Gum powers translate to live action?
Not well, but good
I
enough.
Thought they were pretty good overall.
There's one in, like, the second time we see the power, he's, like, pulling his stomach back to avoid Alvida's mace, and that looked really bad, but maybe when he's punching it looks okay.
I like when we see him first and he pulls out his cheeks and it looks so weird because it's like he's actually made of rubber, and I never considered how that would look. I just thought it was like really skin-like, just ends up stretching.
Well, that's also a rough translation, because in the manga, like, Luffy has a big shit-eating grin on his face while he's doing it, and Inaki's mouth is not as big as a cartoon character, so I think he's trying to grin while doing it, but it kind of looks like he's wincing in pain as his cheek is stretched like 5 feet.
Wow.
Look, this kid can only do so much, but like when he's doing all the Gum powers, and then the when he blows up like a balloon, when Garp throws that cannon shot at him, like I'm kind of amazed that they were able to pull that off.
Oh, I loved the Gum balloon. That was good.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that.
Like another nitpick I have, I think they brought out Gatling too early. Like, this is like the anime nerd and the manga nerd to me. He used
Actually,
he too fucking early in the fucking show.
We're going fast. We got no brakes on this One Piece train, okay?
Fair.
Deal with it.
Were you disappointed with the Arlong fights? Because in the anime especially, that's like the most intense part of the entire show, and like these fishmen the fishmen are shown to be much stronger than the average human, and they really emphasize that. And also there's they have to fight them underwater, where they have just a complete disadvantage, and Sanji wins by like blowing air into the fucking man's gills. And this is just like, okay, Sanji is so strong and so good at kicking that like one kick and all these fishmen are just fucking down for the count. I feel like there was not enough weight and drama to the fights here, and the Luffy and Arlong fight seemed very rushed.
Yeah, I think that's just gonna be how these things work.
It doesn't have to be.
They'd have to spend like half the episode dealing with one fight.
Or you can cut between all 4 of the good ones.
Well, I mentioned
like
if they spent as much time on it as in the anime, Jesus, just goes on forever.
I mean, you don't need to do that, but just don't have every character die from one fucking hit. Like, what am I watching?
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Like, when he fights the butler, he just kicks him out the window, and then he's just gone, And then Arlong, he just destroys the castle, and then Arlong just isn't seen again. That's pretty anticlimactic, I guess.
Yeah.
But it did look cool how that castle crumbled. Such a cool castle, and so Japanese.
True.
Just crumbles.
I would have been so cool with they have Luffy's feet trapped in cement, and Arlong throws him into the fucking pool at Arlong Park, and it's the drama of Luffy's drowning, somebody has to swim down to save him, but the other fishermen are like attacking you underwater. That is high fucking fight drama. Like I felt so intense watching that every time. Why couldn't they have done that?
It's probably too ridiculously hard to pull off in live action, because everybody's got these like prosthetics on. They've got to be in water, going down with Luffy, who has to be constantly sinking. Like, that's just probably like crazy to pull off.
Yeah, I guess the water is really
Monkey's
hard.
point, like having the fights have more weight. I think it's like the consequence of putting Garp in too early, because like after the fight with Arlong in that episode, we have the Luffy meets Grandpa arc again, and they fight again. So I think there's that consideration in writing the episode also. So instead of like I agree with Monkey. Like one of the moments in that arc in the manga which I really liked was Luffy emphasizing our captain emphasizing that he can't do everything on a ship. That's why he has his crew. Like he gets the swords, he attacks Arlong, he tries to kick Arlong and it doesn't work, and he just goes, you know what, I need my peeps and you're just treating Nami like shit. But then Arlong goes, what can you do? And he goes, I can fucking fight you. And it's such a good moment.
Yeah, I can kick
manga.
your ass. Yeah. I can't navigate. I can't lie.
Yeah, exactly. And
I can't cook.
Yeah, I see where Monkey's coming from, actually. But having said that, I don't know, man. Like, also, I if I recall correctly, Monkey, like Arlong does like the jumps, right? Like the torpedo crash to Luffy, right?
Yeah, you can cut that one out when he's doing shark torpedo around the whole set.
Oh, that's a fair cutaway.
Or Sharkina is what they call it in the video game I have.
Yeah, and then the adapters just go, we're not gonna do this.
You know, I guess I gotta play devil's advocate, but I'm actually fine with the fight scenes being cut short. Okay, I'm here for the characters, and I'm also fine with Luffy just having an easy time instead of just every fight being like so over dramatically anime, where it's like, oh jeez, he's on his last legs. Oh, this new power he's used is gonna use up 10 years of his life. Oh my god.
Well, that kind of stuff doesn't really happen in East Blue. Like, it's pretty clear that Luffy is the strongest pirate, and he fucking kicks everybody's ass pretty easily.
Except for the parts where he almost drowns a bunch.
Yeah, but that's just drama. It's not really part of the fight, really. But back to the Don Krieg thing, like, I think one of the best parts of Luffy's character is how carefree he is during a fight, how he's not afraid of pain, and he's like getting his ass kicked and fighting back with a big smile on his face, and he's doing monkey shenanigans like Don Krieg like hits him with a giant battle axe, and then he lifts up the axe, and Luffy's just like hanging on to the end of it. You know, really Looney Tunes kind of fighting that I thought you would appreciate, Florian, but you know, they can't do it in live action, I guess.
I mean, they did some stuff, right?
But not enough. I mean, yeah, they tried a little bit, but there's not enough of Luffy's like fun battle attitude for me.
I mean, I don't know if I want them to spend like a huge budget on this. I think they probably spent plenty of money on.
You're worried about Netflix's money at this point over your own entertainment? Fuck Netflix. I hope they spend 8 times as much on the next season. Make those sand powers look cool.
So like, I generally think that like, so the arcs are generally being adapted into 2 episodes of time. So it's like in about 2 hours of runtime, how much time are you going to devote to battle? Because I think in the episode, it's probably like what, 5 to 10 minutes of the overall thing.
I mean, it's a lot. They battle for a long time.
I'm talking about big epic boss fights. I don't really care that much about when they're fighting 1,000 nameless Marines. Like, the choreography was cool, but it's not really what I'm here for. I'm a boss fight kind of guy, which is why, you know, Balfrog sucks. Takes forever to get to the fucking boss fight.
Yeah, you'll die from that.
Give me the boss fight at the beginning, please.
Do you like the effect, Monkey, with the pirates and the bounty flashes? Do you like that effect? The boss introduction effect.
I don't really like it, but I did like that Gold Roger is the only one who does not angrily destroy his wanted poster that pops up in front of him. Like, it just like blows away, but everybody else like uses their power in some way to destroy it. Like, why would they be mad at their own bounty poster? You know, Luffy's excited to get one. These guys are some fake pirates.
They always pop out of nowhere, okay? Just when you're trying to fight. It's really
when you're trying to pose for the camera, your own bounty poster flies in front of the camera's view and you get pissed.
I think it's just... I don't even see that as real. I think that's just
of course it's not real.
No way!
Yeah, but like they're villains, so they're gonna slash their bounty poster and be like, ah! Like...
And that's why I guess that's, you know, there's always hints of how Luffy is like Gold Roger, and I guess Gold Roger didn't destroy his because he's proud of it, just like Luffy was.
Yeah.
It's deep.
Well, he did have a pretty impressive bounty, you know, and the other ones just always want more.
Did they show Roger's bounty, or did it say something else? I don't remember.
I
just assumed for the main pirate it'd be. Really
I'm guessing they didn't show it because it's like 5.5 billion, and then everybody else in this was like 15 million, so it'd be kind of lame in comparison.
Well, they are all quite lame in comparison, I think.
Yeah.
What powers did he even have? Was he supposed to be really powerful or just a good master?
He was just like Garp. He has no devil fruit. He's just all hockey.
Built different.
Yeah. Just has a lot of determination and belief in himself.
Man, how fucking stupid is that scene where they kill him and then everyone like rushes out to become a pirate? Like, really? You guys just went to a pirate's execution and now you're just uprooting your life, just rushing out in the most cartoonish way.
Oh, it's because of the speech he gave.
It's a new era.
He said that he left all of his treasure in one place and go find it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
it's like,
but who buys
it's like a final concert of a rock star you love. All the fans are there, and then this guy goes, "You can do it. You could make a record like mine," and everyone's gonna go fucking insane. Like, oh fuck yeah, Mr. Rockstar! They're gonna follow their dreams.
And they just go out and rape and pillage and destroy everything for like 20 years until
pirates do.
Florian, you might have missed it. There is a very obvious piece of thematic dialogue from Luffy. I think in episode 2, he says, "There are good and bad Marines. There's good and bad pirates, Florian." How do you like that? Luffy says, and it's endorsed by this Netflix show, "Not all cops are bad." E-Rich, how fucking pissed are you?
Oh my god. Do you remember how crimson pilled this thing is when Kunya goes, when you grow up, you're gonna kick my ass.
Yeah, at least she didn't say I'm about to grow breasts like she did in the manga.
What?
Wait, isn't the world government and the fucking Marines, aren't they like bad?
But not all Marines are bad.
Oh, I see.
That's why you need good cops like Kobe in there to change the system from the inside, Rich. You can't just defund the police, you fucking freak!
How's that going for them?
They're waiting for Luffy to come save them.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I think it's pretty clear that the pirates are way worse than the Marines in this show.
Well, you gotta see some spoilers, Florian.
Well, I mean, I've seen like a lot, but
What if I told you that the government itself was also pillaging the people through unfair taxes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'll take taxes over fucking Buggy every day. Buggy the pirate just
excuse me, his name's Burpee.
Yeah.
You know? Like, please lock this guy up and fucking Luffy, do not release Burpee the clown onto us again. What are you doing?
Yeah, he does release all the prisoners from Impel Down. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, he's just a big old anarchist who just hates all the rules, you know, just wants to abolish all authority. God damn it.
Yeah, Luffy's the ultimate libertarian hero, just like Shrek.
Yeah.
Wow.
These are my two idols, it's Luffy and Shrek.
Oh my god, I just remembered Mr. Smash Mouth.
Oh, rip in peace.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Some.
the way to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody once told me.
Can we sing the whole opening only one syllable at a time, going in a little circle here?
Somebody
once
E-Rich?
told
it was just
me
participate.
The
world.
Wait, why are we doing this on the One Piece episode?
Somebody mentioned Shrek. We have to mention Smash Mouth, of course.
Did you guys masturbate when they showed Helmeppo's naked ass?
Hell yeah.
No.
What, too?
Wow. A clear yes from Weekend.
Yes, no hesitation at all.
When Netflix went like nudity, I was like, okay, I'm ready.
Oh wow, Nami's gonna flash those titties. Okay, let's see it. And then it's Helmeppo's fucking
like,
pasty ass.
I guess I can work with this.
Wow.
I'm surprised it's not that round. It's like, oh, disappointing.
It was good enough for me.
Yeah.
It got me there.
Yeah. Whatever makes me arrive.
If they get a Nico Robin nude scene, hubba hubba. Oh, I can't wait for the Wano fucking bathhouse scene.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hook me up. And I guess they have a bathhouse scene in Alabasta, but Nico Robin's not there, so fuck it.
Yeah.
You made this huge point about not jerking off to cartoons, but here you are, like, fetishizing these anime characters.
I want to see them as humans. That's the difference.
Are you telling me you weren't jerking it to Nami?
I just said I jerked off to Helmeppo's naked ass. Okay, that's not a cartoon, Florian. That's a real human being with a beautiful, sexy, round dumper.
Yeah.
I don't jerk off to fucking cartoons.
I don't know if it's sexy.
Oh. Well, something about it being disgusted by it is the turn on for you.
Yeah, exactly. and then Zoro comes in and he just cuts his hair. That's fucking funny, man.
Yeah,
that's
that was
why he
good.
got the haircut. Oh.
Do you guys have any other points about One Piece? I feel like I need to watch it again. I did binge it all in one day, so there's probably a lot I missed out on, and I need to take it a little slower and appreciate it more, because I'm sure it's a lot better than I'm really giving it credit for, even though I did like it a lot. Did you guys have any other general thoughts?
I think Mumkey, I'm the reverse, because I also binged it and I super love it. So I think if I'm gonna rewatch it, I'm gonna notice like the flaws of it. I think that's what's gonna happen if I rewatch.
So I'll do it for you and let you know how it goes.
All right.
Well, I just gotta say, I'm so glad that they took the rational approach and made the show English instead of all those translations that we had to deal with, and that's just one of the reasons why it's the best One Piece experience.
Even though the main character is like clearly not an original English speaker, and a lot of his dialogue I don't really understand.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it'd be great if you could understand him, but I'm just so glad that they didn't have squeaky-ass Japanese Luffy. Just, oh my god, I cannot stand him. I don't know how you could watch this with subs. It's crazy.
Florian, I say this from the very bottom of my heart. Fuck you. The fucking angel of a woman who voices Luffy is so fucking good in the anime. Fuck you.
No way. God, my eardrums die. So much screaming. Like, the Japanese idea of humor is just screaming, and I just cannot stand it.
Well, that's also
don't say that on the Mumkey Jones podcast.
Yeah.
Half my humor is just screaming, Florian. How dare you? Did you have any other final thoughts other than shitting on the legacy of a 70-year-old Japanese woman, or should we give the floor to E-Rich?
Well, go on, E-Rich.
Wow, he just concedes. That's all he had to say.
That's the one thing you had to say.
I'm glad I didn't have to hear that bitch's shrill voice.
It's actually fucking funny. That joke's pretty good.
I feel like Netflix has broken their own curse with the One Piece live action. I don't know whether they plan. I think they plan to do Naruto, right?
What? I did not hear that. That's crazy.
Oh, that would be great, because I wanted to see Naruto, but I never have, so this probably be
the live action is where you're gonna
watch the manga or anime, bro. What the fuck?
Watch Naruto Kai. It's like 70 episodes, each one's an hour, and it covers the whole of Naruto.
What?
Don't watch or read
Naruto it while I'm high, or is this something
Naruto Kai?
Oh, Kai!
Yes. Did I say hi?
I heard hi.
Jesus.
I'm like, what?
Watch Naruto High, it's only 70 episodes. What?
That might work, I guess. It just blends together.
But you can find that on Reddit.
A Naruto live-action movie is in development by Lionsgate.
What?
Oh, no.
A movie?
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Of what?
I don't know.
They're gonna skip to the 4th grade ninja war? It's like the movie opens with Madara Uchiha being reborn. I'd watch that. It's just him massacring thousands of ninja.
But yeah, so I think the cast here is really good. They all can embody the characters they need. Their interplay is great. The action is pretty impressive for a TV show that's on Netflix. I think the show overall captures the feel of One Piece in a way I didn't think they could do, and I think it's pretty good overall. I've recently watched all of One Piece and gotten to the Gear 5 parts that have recently aired, and I'm just kind of very happy that they were able to accomplish something like this. So I was pleasantly surprised, and I hope they get a second season to keep going. I'm just flabbergasted at what they will try to do with some of these things as they adapt more and more of this stuff.
Well, hopefully technology improves so much in 10 years that they can actually do live action Gear 5 and make it look good. That'd be the most insane visual effect of all time.
Wow.
What are they going to do for Big Mom? Is she going to be, like, gigantic?
I mean, Alvida's actress is pretty fucking big. Just put that bitch on stilts.
Uh-huh.
The stilt's gonna break.
They have to recast Alvida, right? Because next time we see her in the story, she has eaten the slip fruit that makes all of her fat slip off of her body, and she's super sexy and beautiful. And I don't trust this actress to go through with it.
I mean, they're
not gonna go with it. Probably.
They're gonna keep her fat?
No way.
Well, if you're gonna stick with the canon, she's gonna be like sexy.
That's right. Like every character in One Piece, fucking sexy as hell.
Isn't so she doesn't have a fat suit? That's really her?
Oh yeah, that actress. They got a big girl for that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it is.
Can you cut that out?
I mean, I can, but I won't.
Wow.
Cut that.
I mean, wow, what a great casting choice once again by Netflix.
Guys, we have some beef with Weekend Warrior.
Yeah.
We invited him onto our podcast over Spider-Man Lotus, and then he said, fuck you guys, I'm not showing up. I'm too good for that shit. And now before our podcast is even released, he dropped a video on his channel reviewing Spider-Man Lotus solo. He
Holy shit.
Not only stole our idea, but then he released it 2 weeks before we did.
Oh my.
Weekend, can you explain that process to me? Did you not want to be like swayed by our opinions one way or the other?
No, I just fell asleep.
Just fell asleep and made a video.
I was just tired last week, guys.
Well, go check out Weekend Spider-Man Lotus Bad video so that you can get prepped, like prepping the bull before we come in with our great opinions on it 3 weeks from now.
Wow.
So they're like, what? This is going to be like 3 weeks after the videos.
I'm dropping this One Piece thing today. Like, as soon as we hang up, I'm going to upload it. It's One Piece, dude. There's no time to wait.
Oh yeah, fucking watch One Piece Netflix, guys. That's by the way.
Of course.
If you haven't gotten it yet.
Like, that's the only thing we all like.
Yeah, I'd give it like an 8.5 out of 10. Score pending on my rewatch.
Yeah.
Wait, I was just gonna give it an 8. You liked it more than me?
Yeah, I just had a few complaints that brought it down from a 10 to an 8.5. It's rough for me, considering that One Piece is my favorite thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
Well, it's clear 10 for me.
Damn.
Yep.
A 10 on the Florian scale.
Like, I'm so hyped for the next season. I can't wait. I can't believe this fucking One Piece is making me wait again. Oh! Like,
maybe
if only there was a way to experience this story without waiting.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be the same story. I want this story.
You're gonna be waiting so long. Like, the writer's strike has to end, and so many other things before they even start working on it.
Right. Well, I'd assume that they probably have scripts ready for it, but they have
before they were even renewed
together.
I'm pretty sure Netflix says wait until, like, we're not gonna greenlight season 2 until this shit releases.
I think usually they start writing. I think usually they start writing immediately, just in case they get a quick renew.
Man, basically working for free.
Well, I'm sure they get
I'm
paid.
also just gonna shit on IGN because their complaint is that it's too accurate to the manga. Like, shut up. It's too accurate to the source material. You can fuck right off.
It's not even that accurate, Jesus.
Review.
I did see that. Didn't they give live action Cowboy Bebop a higher score than One Piece?
Yeah, they gave it a 7, and they gave this one a 6.
Holy shit!
That's a rough opinion.
Wrong.
To like the other one more is kind of hard.
Just like, why would I trust IG? Who the fuck would trust IGN? It's so stupid.
And Florian's closing a bunch of IGN tabs right now.
Florian got really quiet.
Opinions, you know?
That's where Florian gets the opinions from. It's fucking IGN.
No fucking way.
Hi yo, yeah yo. Set sail
How'd
for
that happen?
goodbye.
Bye.
We're done. Oh no.
Now, what else do you want to say, Florian? Take the ship. Go ahead, be the captain for a bit.
Me?
Yeah, you clearly have so much more to say, so fucking spill it, dude.
I thought we were just gonna do plugs, you know?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
He took too long attacking the poor Japanese woman who voices Luffy.
God damn it, dude! Get over it. It's like any dub will sound the same fucking way. They all have a fucking like a little girl voicing like a big man or whatever. Like why? Why is
That's
Goku
okay.
like
That's
the
not
worst
happening.
fucking voice ever?
A little girl.
Have you fucking listened to?
These are adult women who can do a higher pitch of a man's voice a little bit, you know, to sound like a young man. It's hard for a grown man to do that.
Yeah, is it? Damn.
Let's see. If you were going to voice a 12-year-old, what voice would you do, Florian?
Fuck.
As a man. That's why you get a fucking woman.
Well, I don't know. Why don't we do that with fucking? Like, why don't we do that? Why is it only
With
Japanese
what?
that they always have women?
The Simpsons! Florian! Bart is voiced by a fucking woman!
Timmy Turner's voiced by a woman. My Little Pony is voiced by a woman.
Jesus Christ.
No way,
Florian,
not
you
My
know
Little Pony.
nothing.
Florian, I want to hear you voice act for Timmy Turner. Like, what would you do for a 10-year-old boy?
Who is even Timmy Turner?
From Fairly Odd Parents!
Fairly Odd
Seen
Parents.
it.
What?
Wow.
Never seen it!
Wow.
Rip.
God damn it!
Yeah, I got some blind spot with the really old cartoons.
Old! This shit came out when I was a teenager.
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't see all the cartoons ever back then, you know?
You're gonna get your mind blown when you find out about the Jetsons if you think fucking Fairly Odd Parents is old.
I never saw that either.
We should make them. You know what? Next is a kino. Flintstones Meet the Jetsons special straight to DVD movie. We're watching it.
Hell yeah.
Fuck Velma.
Oh,
We're going.
yay.
We're going Flintstone pilled.
Wait, I mean, Velma isn't for a while, right?
I mean, we're ending the Velma fan club podcast. No more Scooby Doo reviews. It's just all Flintstones and Jetsons all the time.
No, we gotta bring back Velma when season 2
it's over.
drops. No! Well, just me. I'll be the only Velma fan.
Oh no.
Yeah, I can tell Weekend's excited to watch the Flintstones.
Fucking Velma.
The Flintstones will like cut to commercial break and it'll be Fred Flintstone smoking a cigarette like, hey, parents of the kids, you guys should try these smokes. They used to do that.
Yeah, it's pretty cringe.
Yeah, I mean, cringe, I think we need to bring it back. Like, I want the cartoon character to be hosting the commercial, telling me to buy cigarettes.
Yep, specifically cigarettes.
It was a better time,
Did you guys
Florian.
have the Flintstone tablets there in the States?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Oh, nice.
We invented them, you motherfucker.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
You're getting them straight from us.
Yeah.
You're talking to
I
the
think
source.
What
I
are
think we
these
get
tablets?
the expired ones.
They're vitamins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, for children, like
What?
gummies.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
They're sweet
wow.
tablets, yeah.
Literally, you just called them Flintstones gummies. Flintstones vitamins.
Why do little kids need, like, vitamins? Can't they eat fucking food?
I mean, they probably
Maybe
don't
they're
need
not
them.
eating the right food.
Like a lot of the time, people just take vitamins. There's like no need for it. You know, you get tons of vitamins from food.
Are vitamins a scammy, Rich?
I don't want to speak on the subject because I'm not a dietitian.
And because you
a
started
nutritionist.
yawning, it was so boring to you.
Mhm.
Should we have ended the show
in
4 minutes
Austria,
ago, or
we
should we keep going, fucking Florian?
Fine.
The Florian's gonna go like, oh, in Austria we just feed the children grass and then they get the nutrients.
We
from
feed the
sun."
children the corpses of the children who didn't make it. That's what we. It's not.
Naturally.
Yeah, basically Nazi Germany over there, huh? Austria.
Wow, cool. Cool,
You
cool.
told me to keep the episode going. What do you want me to say? What's your plug, Florian?
Everyone check out anti-reviews. I had a podcast with Weekend Warrior and Heartsy.
Oh my
Isn't that
lord,
cool?
pimp!
Yeah, you guys
So cool.
you gotta watch my anti-reviews podcast if you're watching this stuff, you know. like go on and check out more of that.
Weekend, what is your opinion of podcasting with Heartsy?
I think that was fun.
Okay, I'll cut it out. What do you really think about him? E-Rich, what do you want to plug?
You can find me on Twitter. I'm sorry, x.com at TZARREVAN, and then on Letterboxd at Revan138.
And if the government steals all your money because they're secretly working with the drug dealers and the fishmen, do not stab yourself in the arm. It will not help.
I like that they brought up that Jinbei is one of the... Is it... What?
He's a warlord.
Warlord, that's it. Because, yeah, did Oda have Jinbei in mind when he was writing the Arlong stuff?
Yeah, that was like direct dialogue pull, but it was Johnny and Yosuku explaining the warlord system to Luffy in like the around the 50s in the chapters. So he did introduce Jinbei about like 400 chapters before he actually showed up.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.